Back on the trail after another nice night at my mom's Airbnb. Today is not so pleasant, kind of dark and gloomy and a little ominous because there is several days of kind of unpleasant, rainy, cloudy weather, but it's still pretty warm, some wind, which on the top of the mountain is unfortunate, but I have a little bit of like new gear situations, changing out some stuff after being at mountain crossings, lost about a pound of weight, so that's good. Learned some new tricks about how to not have such a heavy pack. So all of these really beneficial things, and I'm ready to keep hiking. So I'm kind of, I don't know, having like, I feel off today. Like I don't really want to hike. I'm tired. I really don't know why. Like it's not like I'm done or I want to quit or anything like that. It's just like, I feel so off today. I really did not want to cry on camera, but I feel like this is kind of important. I don't know, so today's a big day. It's like 11.5 miles and I want to do it because I've talked to some people and we were kind of planning on meeting up at where I'm going, and I want to meet up with them, and I don't want to get behind because the scheduling that my mom and I have worked out, if I don't hike today, it gets a little complicated. So I'm just like torn because I don't want to get too far and then be stuck, but I also don't really want to turn around right now. So I don't really know. I'm trying to listen to some music, and I have a chocolate bar, and I'll drink some water and try to figure out what I'm gonna do, but I don't know, man, the trail does something to you. I've been really emotional pretty much every day I've been out here for a lot of different reasons, and it's good in a sense, but it's also difficult because there are so many things running through my brain right now. Anyway, I'll figure it out. And it's weird because yesterday I was feeling really good. I was like really like on the grind. I was moving really well. I wasn't really hurting. Like I was feeling really good. And I don't know, it's kind of like there's like I guess it's like some kind of anxiety feeling in a sense. But it's weird because I'm not really like anxious about anything that I can pinpoint. Okay, so I've decided to keep going. There's a shelter in like 5.8 miles, and there's also or 6.8 miles, wherever, in a few miles, then also at that shelter there's a parking lot. So I think if I get there and I'm really still like feeling how I'm feeling right now, I'll just call my mom and have her come pick me up, and I'll spend another night at the Airbnb with her. And if not, then I'll just keep going, and hopefully I'll be feeling better later on down the road. I don't know, I feel like everyone has hard moments, especially with something like this. I did not expect so many hard moments so quickly. But I guess that's partly what this trail is about, of overcoming those hard moments. And reminding yourself that like you can do this, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be worth it in the end. And you can overcome the stress and the fear and be just fine and have an amazing time. But you have to live through those hard moments first. So that's what we're doing. Living through a hard moment. And waiting for the sun to come back out. And meeting back up with the people, because I know too, if I see them and can talk to them, I'll feel better. But we better get going because I started late and I have a long walk. So I really need to start going. So the sun is coming out every so often, just little glimmers, and that's made me feel a little bit better. And just kind of in general walking, I ran into a couple more hikers and talked, and that kind of helped too. I have 9 miles left to go, which is a little bit of a less scary number, and I still have plenty of time, so I'm feeling better about mileage stuff, and I physically feel pretty good. Anyway, still a little iffy, but doing better. Alrighty, so as you can tell, I am back on trail today. Yesterday was a test for me. It was kind of like a anxiety attack / panic attack that I kind of tried to suppress because I didn't want to let that affect the trail. I struggle with this in daily normal life, and I didn't want it to become a reason that I couldn't do the trail, or I didn't want it to be something that other people saw as being weak. I don't know, a lot of kind of getting in my own head, and then the doubt started to set in that I couldn't do this and that this was going to prevent me from being able to do this on my own, and it kind of spiraled into a bad spot. So after I filmed that other clip saying I'm doing a little bit better, I ended up kind of going back down into the hole, and I called my mom and she came and picked me up. I did about a 6-mile day, and then I spent the night at the Airbnb again, and now I'm back out here. I'm doing 11.8 miles in an effort to kind of catch up with the rest of the people I was going to meet up with yesterday. And then tomorrow I have a couple really big mountains, but I am actually feeling a lot better today, and I'm looking forward to keep going. And away we go, hoping for some trail magic and a really good day with the sun. Tonight's destination, all the way up there. These last 2 mountains have been pretty steep, pretty rough. I'm about 2 miles from camp, and then we're gonna sit. Well, I'm off. Kind of a late start today, but it's only an 8-mile day with relatively easy terrain, so I'm feeling pretty good and ready to get started. The sun is kind of out and the rain has not started yet, so that's exciting, and we'll hope it stays this way. Okay, so we are up and out of camp pretty early this morning. Didn't have any breakfast or anything like that because we are headed into town for a resupply, and we're also gonna stay at a hotel, take a shower, wash our clothes, all that good stuff. So we are hustling to get down to Dix Creek Gap is where we're going, and getting a shuttle into Clayton, and then we'll spend the day and night there. donuts from a cute donut store right down there next to the Outfitter. 100% recommend. They look so good. And they're mini.